Hello, Matthew here with another video. In today's video we are going to be talking about the basics of strength training. I'm going to split this video up into three parts. So firstly we're going to be talking about the different muscle groups. Secondly we're going to be talking about the types of lifts that you can perform in the gym. And finally certain exercises that you can be using in your program to target certain muscles. So this video is intended for beginners or people who haven't really lifted much. If you're in the gym for the first time or you're quite new, you're not really sure what to do, this video will break certain things down. Let's get straight into it. Enjoy. So did you know there are actually over 650 muscles in the body? However, it would be crazy to try and work every single one of them out. Therefore, in the bodybuilding world, we narrow it down into 6 muscle groups. So in no particular order, you've got your leg muscles, you have your chest, and you have your back. You've also got some smaller muscle groups like your abdominal muscles, your shoulders, and your arms. So these are the 6 main muscle groups that you really should know if you're stepping in the gym for the first time. There are 2 types of lifts or exercises that you can do. The first one is a compound exercise, and the second one is an isolation exercise. Now, a compound exercise is an exercise that works multiple muscle groups or multiple joints at the same time. So, for example, a bench press does primarily work with chest muscles, so it's a highly effective exercise, although it also works some smaller muscles like your shoulder, particularly the front part of the shoulder, official name is deltoid, and also your tricep muscles here. So that's a compound lift. The second type of exercise or lift is a isolation move that works a single joint or a single muscle. So something like a bicep curl, that's the most common one, that's one that springs to mind. That only works the bicep muscles, and there's only one joint that's being moved, that's the elbow joint. You're hinging, you're flexing the elbow, and that is an isolation exercise. Now both exercises do have its advantages. Compound lifts are highly effective because they target more than one muscle group. You get the most bang for your buck. So as I said, chest press, it works the chest and also the shoulders and the triceps. Something like a pull-up, that's going to work mainly your back, but you can also activate or engage some of your bicep muscles. So compound lifts are definitely something that you should include in your workout. Isolation lifts, they do have its purpose. If you want to target a certain muscle, this is more effective to use an isolation lift. If you're doing just compound exercises but you want your biceps to grow, chances are it's going to be hard because you're not isolating that muscle. The name speaks for itself. Now, you might be wondering, when should you do compound lifts, when you should do isolation lifts? Well, the simple answer is compound lifts should be done at the start of your workout because in theory your muscles are fresher and therefore you have more energy to lift heavier weights. Whether it's squat, whether it's a pull-up or a bench press, you have more energy. Isolation should be saved towards the end of the workout because your muscles, chances are they're already fatigued and they're probably quite fried at the stage of your workout. So now let's talk about exercises in certain muscle groups. The chest muscles, mentioned the bench press, but you also have a chest fly, so you can use this using a machine or you can use cable flies. This is an isolation move, however, so it doesn't work the shoulders and triceps as much as something like a bench press. You've also got an incline press, you've got a push-up, that's the most common chest exercise. Doesn't require any equipment, you can do it anywhere. If we are targeting leg muscles, you can be doing exercises like a barbell squat, or if you're a beginner, you can try a goblet squat. Alright, this is more friendly, you haven't got to load the weight on your back, you simply hold the dumbbell or the weight resistant beneath your chin, just in front of your sternum, in front of your chest, and then you're simply going to do a couple of squats. So start off really light, really basic. So a couple of back exercises I mentioned just now. You can do a pull-up, that's highly effective for targeting your lats, short for latissimus dorsi, which is your back muscle right here. That gives a lot of athletic men the V shape that they crave. So a pull-up's going to work the back. You also got something like a bent over row. That's going to work your back muscles big time. Although that is a horizontal pull, quite different to a vertical pull like it is for a pull-up. Now you also have your smaller muscle groups like your shoulders. That's something that needs attention, so a compound lift for this would be the overhead press, where you're simply starting off with the weight in line with your ears, and then you're fully extending your arms, bring them overhead and doing a shoulder press. Right? These are highly effective because again, a compound lift, it doesn't just work the single shoulder muscle. If you imagine the shoulder muscle's actually got three parts, so you've got the front shoulder muscle, you've got the medial head, and you've got the rear delt, short for the rear deltoid muscle. So three parts. The barbell overhead press, for instance, is really effective because it works all three. Something like a push-up is going to work more of the front shoulder, something like a shoulder lateral raise is going to work the medial head of the shoulder, and something like a delt fly is going to work the back part of your shoulder. And then we also have your arms. So you've got two muscles for this. You've got the biceps brachii, which is the front part of your arm on your anterior chain. You've also got the tricep muscles, which is the back part. Now, certain exercises, so compound exercises to work the biceps, like I said, could be something like a pull-up. For triceps, a compound exercise would be like a push-up, a bench press, or even an incline press, right? So those are highly effective exercises. Isolation, you've got a tricep rope pushdown to work out the triceps. You also have dumbbell curls, nice and easy, hinging from the elbow muscle to activate the bicep muscles. And finally, you've also got your abdominal muscles, or abs for short. A lot of people know what they are. Everyone has abs. Let's make no mistake about it. Everyone has abs, although how visible your abs are will depend on how much body fat you are currently holding. Abs don't necessarily need to be included in your program, because when you're doing something like a compound lift, so a bench press, a squat, a deadlift even, you're going to be working your abdominal muscles, your core muscles at the same time. However, you can include a couple of exercises such as crunches, you can do sit-ups, you can do a Russian twist, that's going to work the side part of your abdominal muscles. That is going to be quite effective in your workout. So there you have it. I've just outlined the muscle groups, I've gone over the different types of lifts that you can perform in the gym, and I've also talked about certain exercises that you can do. Hopefully you find the voiceover along with the pictures of me or the videos of me exercising useful, so you can get a rough idea now of which exercises to perform. If you found this video useful, feel free to give it a thumbs up, that's going to help me out a lot. And you can also drop a comment down below to let me know if you have any questions. So I'll be happy to help you out if you have any queries at all about strength training. Thanks very much for watching, hope you enjoyed, see you in the next video.